Hello, welcome back.
Hi.
To another episode. Right, so I think we should do a little what you've been watching lately.
Yes, because I've been talking to you about the Tyler Henry show, right? So have you haven't watched anything yet, have you?
I've seen like little bits and pieces of it, but I've heard does he do celebrities?
He does, but not in the show. Actually, no, not in the show, but there was one lady
right?
who what was she? She was like the daughter of the guy who owned the LA Lakers or something. I think something like that. So yeah, he does like high profile people, but
I know he
not
featured
in
on
the
the
show.
Kardashians at one point.
Did he?
Ages
I've watched
ago.
like every single episode. So
Like
I don't
back in
remember
the day when I actually watched them.
that.
I haven't watched an episode, however I do want to. I was gonna watch
so
it on the
good.
plane, but I didn't watch anything really on the plane.
I think I'm only like, I think I might have watched 3 episodes.
Really?
So yeah. So I could have watched another, but it made me cry because it's just so intense. And like, for example, he was reading this one woman and then he was leaving the woman's house because the way it is, right, is his mum or his assistant will drive him to the person who he's reading. So he never knows. Like, he won't be like, right, so today I've got Adryanna and then I've got Marina. Like, it's not like that. It's his assistants will be like, right, so Tyler's got Adryanna and then Marina, so I'll drive him to Adryanna's and then the mum will drive him to
That could
mine.
never be me.
So he doesn't know a thing. So and as he's in the car, he's like, I'm getting like feelings like it's a feminine energy. Like, I feel like it's gonna be like, he's like, I'm getting really strong feminine energy. And then the house he went to, it was like 4 women, which is why he was getting the like really strong feminine energy. But the person I was just talking about, so he read this woman and then he was like, is this your house? Like, I don't like the energy doesn't match. And then she was like, yeah, no, it's not my house, it's my friend's house, and like she just goes there because it's like a nice area or something. And then he was like, oh, okay, that's why. So I'm like, the fact that he even knows that, it's so wild. And then as he was leaving, he was like, hold on, like, who lives in that house? I need to speak to the woman that in that house. And I was like, what's going on? That part freaked me out. I was like, what is going on? And then he basically was like, oh, I just need to tell you that there's a woman that because there was like this shed with like this red door, and he was like, oh, there was like a really cute old little lady, like really old lady. And then he thought it was to do with the other woman that he was reading. And then he was like, oh, there's like a really old lady here, does that ring a bell? And then she was like, no. And then at first I was like, oh, he's rubbish. I was like, he doesn't know what he's talking about, he's getting it wrong. But it was because it was related to the neighbor of the house that he was in. So like the feeling was so strong, and that's why he was like, get the person who lives in that house, I need to speak to that person. And then turns out it was the woman's mum. And the second he starts saying it, there's a little old lady by the house, and apparently she had a picture taken outside the house, which is why it was like coming through as like there's something to do with that like shed or house or whatever it was. And then she just started crying immediately. She was like, oh my god, like that's my mom and all this and that. And then it showed a picture of her as well, and she was like a little cute old lady, and it was just like, oh,
It's so interesting.
it's so wild. But do you know what as well? So in the, oh my god, sorry, I feel like I'm so excited.
Need some water? Need some water?
I don't even have any. It's just because I'm like, I just need you to watch it. It's so fascinating.
I think we should watch an episode tonight.
Yes, we should. It's so fascinating.
Because you know I like that witch stuff.
Yeah.
Well, to a certain extent.
Oh yeah. We're not about to whip out a Ouija board or none of that.
No. But like, I feel like I believe in those energies for sure.
Yeah,
and I remember
too.
it triggered a story where my mum reminded me of it the other day. When my dad lived in a house with his mum and brother. And I think they just moved in, and they had bought an old Hoover from someone. Yeah. And my grandma would be like, boys go to bed, da 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 da, because she would hear footprints coming up the stairs, like footsteps, sorry. And they'd be like, we're in bed. And then when my dad was home alone, he would hear footsteps and be like, who is coming up the stairs? Yeah. And they had someone come over and they were like, oh, did you buy anything secondhand recently? And they were like, yeah, the Hoover. And they were like, yeah, get rid of it. As soon as they got rid of it, the footsteps sounds went.
What the hell?
This is why people say do not buy things. Well, my mom says don't buy things secondhand.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know. And my mum was telling me there was a lady that could see like spirits. And I think her mum or something, I could be, but my mum could literally be watching this, but like, that's not what I said. But she had bought like a scarf secondhand, and the daughter was like, the old lady's next to you, she wants her scarf back, take it off. Like, she saw that shit. And it's like, my grandma was kind of like that, like, and then when, so I like, I don't want to say crystals because I feel like I'm going to get labeled and put in a box. But I have crystals. I did listen to that energy. Like, this ring is a rose quartz. Like, whatever, judge me if you want. So, you know when you're just tired of explaining yourself?
Yeah, I know. Take it easy, girl. Take it easy.
Anyways, so I like crystals and stuff like that. Like, you know, things about like cleansing your space. Like, I told you, like, I cleanse with, not sage because I don't like it, but like, for sure, once we have our like place, I'm Palo Santoing the shit out of it. So I remember when me and my mom went to get some crystals, and like, we had just left the gym. I was feeling so down. Like, I was literally thinking like, once we get home, I'm gonna have a cry. Like, I needed it, you know. And I was like, let me get some crystals and stuff like that. And then the lady, we were just about to leave, and the lady like was like, how are you? And you know how I'm shit with eye contact, yeah. So I was like, I'm good. And like, I was looking away, and I could like, she, without saying anything, she was like, you're gonna look at me. Like, and she looked at me, and then I looked at her, and she was just like, her head to the side, and she was like, come over here. And I was like, ah, shit.
Oh my
shit.
God.
And then she took me to the side, and then she was like, how are you really? And I was like, you know, I'm okay. I am struggling a little bit. And she was like, yes. She goes, I'm feeling like there's a lot of pain in your tummy area, but you're not like, it's not like a disease or anything, but there's just a lot of stress you're holding here. And I was like, yes. And then she was like, why are you so afraid? Yo, as soon as that woman said that,
oh my God,
as soon as she said that, the eye water then did come. And I couldn't stop. I was like, oh. And then she was like, you are so protected. And then she was looking like, so you're right here. She was like, yeah, you are so protected. And I was like,
what the hell?
who's behind me?
No.
And then she was like, yeah, you're really protected. She goes, I'm seeing like an older lady, like, she was like, she wore like a skirt, she sat down, like, she's, you know, she's right by you. And I'm like, that's my grandma. And then she was like, yeah, no. And I'm seeing a lot of like other people like around you protecting you. She's, you're so protected, you're so loved. Stop being afraid. And I was like, I just came in here for crystals.
Oh my God. I don't even know what to say.
It was the weirdest thing because like...
Where's she at? Where's she located? Can she take calls? Does she do international readings?
Exactly.
Tell me I'm protected.
Exactly. It was so weird. It was so weird. I mean, we could always take you... I call it the 7 devils. Call the 7 sisters, but...
I need to go.
We...
I want to go.
I'll take you.
Oh my God.
It was like the weirdest thing because I genuinely was like, oh, I'm just going to go in there, get this. And when she asked me, like, I tried to like play it off, but she saw straight through it. And it was the fact that she got my stomach down, like, because I had been really sick a few days before, and I was just getting back to the energy. Hence, I went back to the gym and everything like that. And she was just like, she's like, I'm feeling like the doctors can't like get a diagnosis for your stomach. And I'm like, no. And she's like, it's not a medical issue. Like, it's something deeper. And I'm like, what is it? So it was the weirdest thing. And like, I'm all for those, like Tyler. Yeah. I'm for those people, but obviously, you know, there's the fake ones that literally research you and stuff like that. Like, I know there was one in, I think she's a Long Island medium. She's like she's got like blonde hair and stuff like that. I think a whole story came out where she was like, she would research people and it was kind of like staged.
Maybe that's why he does the whole, like, he doesn't know who he's reading, because
probably
so they don't think they've just been Googled by him.
Yeah, like this, I mean, I think I get it from my mum, because my mum is like very go do this, go do this. Like, you know, I did the whole astrological forecast.
Oh yeah, I'm so annoyed I didn't do it.
I mean,
it was just really difficult, like her availability
and you need your time of birth.
Oh yeah, true. That
to get the astrological forecast. So, you can do like an astrological reading without it, but
I want a good one.
Yeah, I mean that one, I have to say, it was from last June to June of this year, so I'm curious. But everything she said to me, I know she said like I was gonna move, and I was like, yeah, okay, this is gonna happen, I'm gonna move here. She's like, you're gonna get a new job, stuff like that, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be the job I'm gonna get. But it happened, it just happened in a completely different way. And then she's like, you're gonna start like a company, business.
Wow.
And then she was like, it's gonna be, she said to me, it's gonna be with someone that like you two have a good like understanding of each other. And I was like, and then we hadn't, like, we obviously talked about it and we were in the work, so that just kind of like pinged in my head. And then she had mentioned something else that that was it, when she said you're going to be really tired from, like, you're going to go through a season of like from your birthday onwards, you're going to be like really tired, and like you're going to be just moving busy, like you're going to need to rest. She goes, I encourage you to rest, which I really haven't been doing. She's like, I encourage you to rest during that period, because you know it's the sleepy stage, which when I started the new job, coming here, like it's just been back to back, you know what I mean? So I definitely believe in them. I'd like to do another one, but I feel like when you seek them too much, that's when you can seek fuckery, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
I wonder how much Tyler is. I want to say Tyler the Creator so bad.
Oh my god, I know.
What is his name? His last
Tyler
name?
Henry.
Oh, I want to see. Just because it's like there's so many things that you just don't pay attention to. But I'm scared as well, because I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna say?
I know, like, and literally everyone that has a reading, male or female, they always cry because it's so intense. And he genuinely doesn't, he's not like, right, so I'm seeing a woman?
Yeah, he's not looking.
He's not like looking for, if you're like, oh, yes. Like, he doesn't do any of that.
Yeah.
And then he also, one thing he does do though, he makes you bring like objects. So like one woman bought like a watch. I thought another woman brought like some ties. So they bring objects and then he'll like hold it, and then I don't know if all mediums do this, but he has like a notebook and he'll start scribbling, like literally just scribbling like lines and shit and doing circles, and it's that part is really scary, I know. Like, it's his thing, and it's how he gets, like, he'll be like drawing a line, just like scribbling on a line, and then he'll be like, I'm seeing an old lady, and I'm like, how is an old lady represented by like a line? Like, it's very bizarre.
That's interesting. Do the objects have to be like meaningful?
Yeah. Like related to the person. So like, for example, the one lady who bought the watch, it was like the person who she wanted to get, you know, hear from, it was his watch and stuff like that. And then I think there was like, and then he was like, oh, I'm hearing keys or something. I can't remember what that one was related to, but it's insane. AJ, it's insane. Like, it's, and he's so spot on all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it's mental. And then he'll be like there was this one guy, what?
I heard a noise.
Oh God, please don't do that.
No, it was, sorry.
There was this one guy, he was a black guy, and you could just tell he was like, I am not giving you anything.
I'm not giving you an in.
You tell me what's going down here. And then he was saying like, rah, like, you said shit that not even my family knows. He was like, how did you know that? Like, it's mad. And he was so happy, and then like his mum came, because like the guy was what did he do again? He worked in like some sort of like music studio, and then he was talking about how his mum is into like rap music and stuff, and then he brought her in, and it was like a really cute moment, and you could just tell he was so satisfied with the reading. And that's why he like brought the mum in and all that stuff. So yeah, and like Tyler's he's such a lovely boy. I love his relationship with his mum. And then also, so in the show as well, it's not only like him just doing readings, it's also like about him and his family too. So like him and his mum, I'm not going to spoil it because you need to watch it because it's so fucked, the story.
But like his story?
Yeah, like his own, like there's something to do with like his mum and how she was brought up and her family. So he's trying to investigate like what's gone on with his mum and stuff like that whilst doing other people's readings. So he's going through a lot. Like I know, and like he also, oh my god, did you know he had a fucking collapsed lung? Because his readings are like just affecting him so much that he had a collapsed lung.
What's his star sign?
I don't know.
What's his star sign?
I don't know. How would I know?
I'm gonna find.
But yeah, so it's crazy how like emotionally invested he gets, and then he says like he goes home and he has to like paint and like he showers straight away to like get rid of like, you know,
paint. Is this
all
him?
the energy. Yeah, that's him. Look at him. Doesn't he remind you a bit of the guy from Home Alone? What was his name? Macaulay Culkin or
Culkin?
A little bit. He reminds me of
him. He's only 26. January.
Oh, he's so lovely though.
I feel like all I do.
What are you going to do with the star sign?
I just want to know. Oh, he's a Capricorn.
What does that mean? Is that good? Is that bad?
Well, it's normal.
Are you satisfied?
I don't know. I just thought he would be more like water based. Is that a water sign? I don't think so.
Oh my god.
He gave me water vibes. Like maybe his moon is a water sign. Whoa, what's this? Yeah, that's too
but yeah, anyway, trust me, we're gonna watch an episode tonight. I just need you
should.
to experience it. I can't believe you haven't watched it yet. It's so
there's
great.
so many shows I haven't watched and I need to watch.
I know. But this one is like, it's not something you need to watch like religiously every night.
Yeah.
Like you could literally start off from like, well actually, I was gonna say you could start off from any episode. But
I also
to get the part with like what's going on.
Do you mind?
Sorry, that was really loud. So get the part that's going on with his mum.
Yeah.
You need to obviously watch from the beginning.
There's also a moment like where it happened to my cousin when we were on South Beach, where there's like, I think it was a Sikh. He came up to my cousin. He was like,
that's happened to me before as well.
Really?
Them Sikhs, yeah. I'm pretty sure I was like walking Cookie, and he just like approached me. I can't even remember what he said, but it was a load of rubbish. Because he said something like, oh, in November, this is going to happen. November
I
rolls
remember
round.
you telling me
and
that.
I was like, December rolls around. And then I was like, so yeah, I was like, what a load of rubbish.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a friend went to the Seven Sisters.
Yeah.
And he got a reading after a breakup because he was distraught.
Yeah.
And they didn't really give him... what they said didn't actually happen, and the same thing happened to my mom. Like they had said to her, "You're gonna have like a new baby in the family from your like, it's from." She said, "I feel like it's gonna come from a boy," which is obviously Josh, and we were like, "What?" And then she was like, "You're gonna travel. I see DC," and my mom was like, it's been 4 years and I haven't been to DC, so I feel like sometimes, but then I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's due to them like just chatting shit, or if it's due to like the energy not being correct, or what, like if they're picking up on different energies, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something that I probably will continue doing in my life.
Did you know that there are psychic, these sisters, I don't know if they're like real sisters or they just call themselves the psychic sisters, but it's in Selfridges.
You told me about this.
Do you want to do it? Should we do it? You're scared?
I would walk.
Can they like curse you?
I don't know.
This is what scares me. It's because I'm like, if I walk in and then I'm like, I don't give them what they want.
Have you done
curse me?
Have you ever done an egg cleanse?
An egg cleanse?
So basically, you take an egg.
Yeah.
You cleanse the egg, like usually wash it in salt water because salt water cleanses a lot of shit. And like if you're feeling bad, like you like put it all over yourself. Like not obviously don't crack the egg, but you like,
just roll it
all over yourself, and you're like, as you're saying, you're like, I cleanse all the negative energy off of me, like anyone that's put literally all over your whole body. Get a like glass of water, crack it in, and then it's like if it has spikes with bubbles at the top, someone's like put bad energy on you. I made my mum do it. I made me do it. Did I make Josh do it?
Oh my god.
And like and then you do it, and then if it is in there, you like put hot sauce, pepper, like all hot shit in it, and then flush it down the toilet, and you send back that energy. We should do an egg. We don't have any eggs.
We can get some.
We should do an egg cleanse.
So, was any of yours spiky?
Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep. And then
did you do it to like one of your family members and it wasn't spiky?
my mum didn't have. My mum had some spikes.
Was yours spiky?
Yeah.
Spiky or just spiky?
Like, so basically it comes up, there's different signs. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. So if it looks like this, it means this. If it looks like that, it means that. So there was like the little spike bubbles with the thing.
Yeah.
And I think if it's tall, then it's like, oh damn.
Oh shit.
So then you do that. And I know there are some people out there that are like, oh, it's a bunch of malarkey. But listen.
How have you felt since you did that? Do you still feel cursed or?
No, I mean, I always feel like, when you do that and you're like, I'm cleansing all the negative energy, that's energy in itself.
Yeah.
So it's just like you're taking it out and you're putting it all into the egg, and then you just crack it, and then obviously you're not supposed to look over it. And I know a lot of Hispanic people do it. Like if they're not feeling good, they'll do it. It's a known thing. And it's just interesting to see, because I've seen videos of it, and I've seen videos where it's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna do the egg cleanse, and they're like, oh, I'm good. Like the egg just sits at the bottom and they're good. So I've seen it happen normally, and then I've seen it happen where it's like, damn, someone don't like you.
Shit. My god, that's so petrified. But yeah, we're doing that.
We should definitely do that.
We have to do that now.
I think we should get some eggs.
Oh, I'm petrified.
Why? You know, it isn't. Why?
If it's spiky,
we'll just flush down the energy. We'll send it back.
No, it's scary. I don't want to see that.
Do we have?
So upset. I'm telling you, I know it. I'm cursed. I know it. Look at what's happened to me. I've been sick. I've torn my fucking rib cartilage. Like everything's been going wrong. Everything's stressful. I'm telling you.
Well, then we need to
go. I need to get eggs.
Yeah,
we need to go. Right, we're gonna wrap this up here.
Impromptu run to Tesco.
You guys do it too. Let us know in the comments. Are your eggs spiky? Are you good? Oh, I just feel it. I feel it in the pit of my stomach.
Miss Mail. Miss Mail. No, thank you.
We need to get some sage. I
do want to get. I think I saw a witch shop. It was in Bella.
Where? A witch shop?
Like it had crystals. It was in Bella.
Oh, probably. I know there is one.
We need to go to Bella.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We'll be back.
We're gonna wrap this up. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in next week's episode. Bye.
Bye.